Your natural hair is good for church programs. Your natural hair is good for when you want to pick your kids at school.
Oh, wow.
Don't bring your natural hair to my event.
Hey NC fam, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so now let's watch this video together and let's discuss. I have a lot to say. I'm sure you probably have a lot to say as well. So let's watch it together, as I said, and comment below and let me know your thoughts while I talk you through my thoughts on this video.
And there's this whole battle, you know, natural hair versus wigs or weaves. What's your take on it?
Your natural hair is good for church programs. Your natural hair is good for when you want to pick your kids at school.
Oh, wow.
Don't bring your natural hair to my event. I have natural hair, but I'm wearing a wig. But I don't have to. I can wear my natural hair if I want to go out. If I'm going to the beach, I can wear my natural hair. It's good for the beach. If I'm going to church, it's okay. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm going to pick my, maybe going to play with my niece, it's cool. If I'm in my house, it's okay. But why would I want to wear a nice ass dress, expensive dress, expensive heels? At least I'll do ponytail. At least.
No, Chloe!
Listening to this video, honestly, it makes me so sad. It is problematic on so many levels. You know, we're in 2024, and this is where we are. Mamas, we are moving so far from loving, accepting, and appreciating our natural hair, even in 2024. That just blows my mind. It just blows my mind that it just seems like we have not made any progress at all. This is an example of what our children, the next generation, are going to hear, what they are currently listening to from various sources. Even at home, this is becoming their representation. This is becoming something that they're hearing often. And this will most likely affect them in many ways than we even realize. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. This is what we are now doing to our little one's hair because of the hate we have for our own natural hair. This is what we're putting our children through. Lace fronts? Come on, lace fronts? Some as young as 1 and 2 year olds? Do you honestly think these children are going to grow up to love their hair and appreciate their hair? They're not. They're not going to grow up to love their hair. This is another problematic thing that I've been seeing on the internet streets. You know, we have mothers, caregivers relaxing their children, their young babies' hair. I've heard as young as 1 and 2 year olds. And this is mainly because they're mothers. They don't see any other way. I mean, if they saw a way, they probably wouldn't relax their little one's hair. But to them, that's the only way they're going to be able to manage their children's hair. You know, if relaxers are causing serious issues, cancer, fibroids, so many other diseases for us adults, what do you think it's doing to our children? You know, the saddest part is that our children are also hearing these types of messages in church.
All of you be carrying natural hair about. Who natural hair help? Okay. Better wear your wig. I be doing like this. And be flipping it. Go and spend that money on hair. Draw your brows. Buy lip gloss. Look good. Natural hair is not selling market. When you marry, you off your wig because you have entered. There's nothing they can do about it. But before you enter, don't be caught on fresh. Never.
So even when it comes to dating with a purpose, our natural hair still isn't enough. apparently. Mamas, this only confirms to me that I have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. If you're a mom and you're currently frustrated, overwhelmed, even feeling like you have failed because you don't know how to care for your little one's natural hair, and you want to go from that place to a place where you're feeling happy, proud, accomplished, and confidently caring for your little one's natural hair, I want to talk to you. Click the link below this video and book a free call with me. Let's see if we'd be a good fit to work together. And if we are a good fit to work together, I want to help you. I want to help you to confidently care for your little one's natural hair. I want to help you change your little one's hair story. I want to help you create new generational cycles. I want to teach you how to care for your little one's natural hair so you can teach them how to care for their natural hair, and so that they'll be able to love their hair and love themselves unapologetically. Click the link below this video and book a call with me. Now mamas, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, and please don't be one either. I know that there are some of you that have always loved your natural hair. There's some of you who haven't had any hair traumas as a child or anything like that. You're not dealing with any kind of issues when it comes to your natural hair right now. You're in love with your natural hair, and that's great, but that's not the case for all of us. The old novella, the novella that hated her natural hair, as some of you already know, I've spoke about this in previous videos. The old novella would have probably been sat there laughing like the host in the first video. The old novella could relate to what she was saying, and I tell you why. The old me, when I hated my natural hair, I would have never worn my natural hair. It just wouldn't have been an option. I didn't think my natural hair was good enough to wear to a wedding, an engagement, a special occasion. That just wasn't a thought. My thought would be to wear a weave, because that's what I used to wear back in days, a lot of weaves. I wasn't into lace fronts or wigs back then. It was just mainly weaves. So my natural hair wouldn't have been a thought. And there were some dresses that I would wear that I didn't think my natural hair would suit. Most likely a sleek back ponytail, yes, but to wear my natural hair out, I just didn't feel like it went with certain outfits. Thank God my mindset has shifted completely. Thank God I'm at a place where I will rock my natural hair anywhere. I even rocked my natural hair on my wedding day. On my wedding day, like 9 years ago, I rocked my natural hair. My sister's engagement, her traditional wedding, I rocked my natural hair with confidence. Point is, the comments that she's made in this video, a lot of people think this way. She isn't the only one that thinks this way. I personally used to think this way. Maybe not everything that she said in this video, but there were some points that she mentioned that made me think, and so actually, I used to think this way too. But like I said, thank God my mindset has shifted completely, where I'm at a place where I truly love my natural hair. I couldn't have said that before. Can you imagine if I still had those thoughts? Can you imagine if I still hated my natural hair like I did when I was younger and growing up in my adult life as well? Can't even imagine how my children would be now. I can't even imagine what thoughts they'll be having about their own natural hair because of what they hear me say about theirs. Listening to these women talk, they can't possibly love their natural hair and speak this way. They can't. You cannot love your natural hair and speak about it in this way. It just doesn't make sense. It screams confidence issues. It screams possibly hair trauma as a child. It screams possibly hair trauma as an adult. I really want to know what these women have been through as a child when it comes to their natural hair. When their parents used to take care of their hair, what was their experience? What was their experience growing up with their natural hair? Relaxers, all of these kind of stuff. There's a reason why these women are speaking this way. They've been through some things, clearly. Clearly there's something going on, especially when it comes to their mindset around natural hair. I speak to a lot of moms. You know, I work for a lot of moms that I coach, you know, helping them to care for their children's hair, giving them that confidence to care for it the right way in order for it to thrive. And some of the things they tell me, you wouldn't even believe it. You know, some of these moms will not even leave their house with their natural hair, let alone go to an event. Some of these moms that I speak to, even their own children, hardly see them with their natural hair. I know people personally that I hardly ever see their natural hair. When I see them, they've got their lace fronts or their wigs on. I don't even remember the last time I saw their natural hair. I can name several, and I've known them from school. Now, mamas, these women in these videos have been very vocal about how they feel about natural hair. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we were to hold a microphone to your thoughts, if we could actually hear your thoughts clearly? What would we be hearing? What would your thoughts be about your own natural hair? What would your thoughts be about your children's natural hair? If we were to even put a camera in your house and watch you while you're doing your little one's hair, what would we hear? What would you be saying to your children? Think about it, mamas. You know, we're watching these videos and we're in shock, but what are we actually saying and thinking when no one's looking? You know, they've had a platform to speak on this. You might not have a platform. You might not have a platform on the internet, but you have a platform at home, and your children are watching you as you speak about yourself, your natural hair, their natural hair. What would we hear? Think about it. I'm sure for some, not so nice things. These videos that we've just watched, yours would probably be just as bad. You know, so it's easy for us to bash this woman and whatever. Yes, like I said in the beginning, it is very problematic. It is something that makes me sad, yes. But there are a lot of people, like I said before, that think this way. We have people like this in our families. We have friends like this. Ourselves, even us, some of us think this way. This is where the problem is, because this is too close to home. This is too close to our children's ears. It's too close to what they see. And because it's so close, it is going to impact our children. We're going to have children growing up hating their natural hair, just like we did. We're going to have children growing up not loving themselves. In order for us to create new generational cycles, in order for us to teach our children to love their natural hair and themselves unapologetically, we have to start first. We have to be that representation. I've spoken about this in a previous video. We have to be that representation for them. They are looking up to us on a daily basis. So you see, mamas, this isn't a joke or just words or just something that we can just, yeah, whatever. Our words and actions are very powerful. You know, everyone has their own journey when it comes to loving and accepting their natural hair. We all do. I've had mine. I'm still on my journey. Not of loving and accepting my natural hair because I'm already there, but it's still a journey. I'm still learning. And I pray that we as Black women will work on our mindsets when it comes to natural hair. If not for us, for our children. I pray that we get to a place where we fully embrace our natural hair and beauty. I pray that we get to a place where we don't have to rely on lace fronts, wigs, and weaves. I pray that we get to a place where we don't see it as the only way or the standard of beauty. I pray that we get to a place where we use our platforms to uplift, to speak life into Black women and our natural hair, to help boost our confidence and to help the younger generation and the next generation. Mamas, your natural hair is your glory. Wear it with pride. You know, God made no mistakes when He made our natural hair. Remember, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Mamas, if you want to know more about my journey to loving my natural hair, Check out the video showing on the bottom left hand corner of the screen. In that video, I talk about how I've got into a place of loving my natural hair, everything I did to help me to get to this place. Hopefully that video can help you too. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.